Welcome all. Welcome to Assam State Zoo, come Botanical Garden. I am Dr. Priyasa Saikia, Assistant Conservator of Forest, currently working here in this zoo. Today is 17th of January 2022 and the time is 10:15 am and I am going to take you to the virtual tour of the Assam State Zoo Pygmy Hog facility. We are celebrating the Azadi ka Amrit Mahotsav, under which our zoo, Assam State Zoo, has been given the privilege of hosting for a week-long program on the Pygmy Hog. This on my left is the establishment, the facility available for Pygmy Hog, the Porcula salvinia species, which is critically endangered. It is a grassland species, and because of the dwindling grassland conditions, the species has been undergoing a major threatening and it is critically endangered currently. So let's go to the let's start the virtual tour. So first I am taking you to the visitors area of the Pygmy Hog, and this particular area, you can see the entry has been designed in such a manner with the hedges, so that the animal, which is a very shy species, who is always very much sensitive to sound or any kind of stimuli, any kind of sound stimuli basically. So this hedge area has been provided to aid to its shyness, so that it doesn't get the visitors attraction directly. The visitors don't have a direct view of it, or the visitors, whenever they enter this hedge area, they become extra cautious that there is something perhaps which is very shy and which can be seen in this entirely green area. So we have a large amount of enrichments provided for this area. Like we have the hedges, we have the bamboos. This is the enclosure where we have the Pygmy Hog presently. So today morning we got a very nice footage of the Pygmy Hog when it was out. Since it is winters, it doesn't come out much into the open, and they have a habit of nesting. So as you can see, the entire area has been provided with hay. There's also some elephant grass which has been growing here, which has dried out in this season of the year, but the hay has been provided to ensure the necessary insulation for the species. So I'm trying to be very quiet because it is a very shy species, and I don't want to disturb him. And we always have some kind of animal keepers. We have the zoo staff, the frontline workers, always giving guard in this area, so that the people doesn't make much hue and cry whenever they enter this area. And I request you to kindly show the area. It is such a green and a peaceful place. That is the exit from where I have entered. That was the entry, and this is the exit area. And from this road onwards, it moves out to the rhino region. So we have taken care for the Pygmy Hog species, just like the visitors area. We have ensured that the keepers gallery is completely separated, and now we will move on to the keepers gallery. So this is the keepers gallery of the Pygmy Hog, just the backside of the visitors area. And here we have Mr. Prabin Haloi, the head animal keeper. Namaskar. So he takes care of the entire zoo. We have two animal keepers, head animal keepers now. So out of them, Prabin Haloi has been dedicated to look after the Pygmy Hog facility along with other enclosures. So this area is allotted to him. So this is the Pygmy Hog facility. The backside, the night shelter, where although we call it the night shelter, hardly the Pygmy Hog ever lives in the night shelter, because we know that it is a wild species, so it always prefers its own nest. It is the only species which creates its own nest, and they have a roof, the species which has a roof on its head. So let's see what we have here. The food has already arrived early in the morning. Since the food arrives at 8:30 in the morning, the preparation starts at 7 a.m. 7:30 a.m. onwards. So the food preparation and all the kind of video will be available. It will be streamed right now, but the coming of the food has been already provided in the video, in the same video. Now we already have the food inside. It is kept ready inside, and Swarup is going to tell us how he So this is the today's meal for Pygmy Hog, which will be given in details in the preceding video. The gate has been opened, and we will keep the food like this till the Pygmy Hog doesn't find any of the sounds, and he is aware that there is nobody nearby, and then he will come out from the nest himself and then come in search of his food. There's always a dedicated time for giving the food, so he knows exactly at what time the food comes. The only person, the only human being to whom the Pygmy Hog in our Assam State Zoo facility is adaptable to is Swarup Boro, the animal keeper, as we have already found him. So like whenever the Pygmy Hog finds Swarup Boro near his food, or whenever Swarup Boro is in the enclosure cleaning out or doing some kind of chores in the enclosure, the Pygmy Hog doesn't find any kind of hesitation. So he is Mr. Swarup Boro. He's been dedicatedly working for our facility. So Swarup, kiba kobo khujiba?
2014 পৰা ইয়াতে হেৰি পিকনিক হকটো হেৰি কৰিছিলোঁ, এয়া চাফা কৰা, দানা দিয়া, ৰুম চুম ক্লিয়াৰ কৰা, খানা চানা দিয়া, এইগিলা চাওঁ। আৰু বশিষ্ঠত মই ট্ৰেইনিঙো লৈ আহিছোঁ। তাতে আছিলোঁ মই 7 দিন ট্ৰেইনিং, তাতে কৰি পেলাই ইয়াতে মই 2014 হেৰি গড়ালটো দিলে, তেতিয়াৰ পৰা চাফা কৰা, নলগাহৰি হেৰি ভালদৰে খাব অহা সেইগিলা চোৱা যায়। কেতিয়া খাব আহে তাক চাব লাগে, কিমানখিনি খায় ধুনীয়া কৰি চাব লাগে। তাৰপিছত আৰু খাই লৈ পেলাই আৰু নেচৰ ভিতৰত যায়, ধুনীয়া কৰি থাকে, সেইখিনিয়ে।
So he has been in training in the Vashishtha Pygmy Hog facility, which is another part of our this week-long program. So we will have a virtual touring of the entire Vashishtha Pygmy Hog facility as well, and they have been giving training to the people who have been rearing the Pygmy Hog in the Assam, in the zoos. So our Swarup Boro also has been a part of that training. He has taken the training and he knows exactly the behavioral status and all the kind of things which is necessary for Pygmy Hog. So he also maintains some records of Pygmy Hog habit and like behavior, and he reports from time to time to the hospital if any kind of abnormality is found or any kind of disease is observed. So with this I finish off this virtual tour of the facility of Pygmy Hog, but we have a preceding video of how the Pygmy Hog food, that which we have just shown being fed to the enclosure, how it is prepared in the zoo commissary. So I request to kindly stream the video, which has been done with the help of our veterinary officer, forest veterinary officer, Dr. Shankar Sharma sir. So thank you.